You won a lot of gold medals after that. Does it become addictive? Is it like a drug? Is winning addictive?
Um, is winning addictive? Um, if it is, I'll say it's an addiction I've had all my life. And you know what? I don't necessarily find anything wrong with wanting to be successful.
Right.
And in fact, I'd be more concerned if I thought to myself that I had the opposite mentality of, I don't think I'll ever be successful. I believe there's a fine line between addiction and just wanting to be better or wanting to be great, and being obsessed with that which. So you think about people that have addictions, they say, okay, I'm really chasing my next high, and your next high could lead to destruction. Um,
Correct.
and so I don't have that mentality of my next high can lead to destruction. Instead, I look at it like, you know what? I expect myself to be successful. I know that I have what I need, and if I don't, I know that I can go find some things that I need in order to be successful. So it's, setting goals for yourself and figuring out, like we talked about early on, it's, you see that big picture, you see that goal that you're chasing. So now it becomes a thing of, how do you get there? What practice do you need to put in every single day? Like, what work do you literally need to put in every single day, so that that part becomes the habit? But then how do you do a specialization? And then 2, 3, how do you find those people that you need in order to get to the top of the podium in terms of whatever success might be for you at that moment? Um, and it's been humbling in some ways of saying, okay, you know that looked easy when I first started. That looked like it was going to be easy to achieve that said goal. But instead, there's so many things along the way. There's so many days of practice that I have to put in. I'm thinking about just, my time in building Hero Hangout has been, you've been here before. You've laid in a hospital bed and said to yourself, you wanted to be the greatest in the world. Like, you wanted to win gold medals. You wanted to stand on this podium and represent your country. And so, taking that same mentality and rolling it over into being an entrepreneur, this Hero Hangout is your gold medal, is another gold medal moment for you in your life. And so there are days of practice that you have to put in. You're literally sitting at your computer building Hero Hangout, and what you want it to look like, how you want it to, how you want it to play out, who you want it to, impact, those kind of things. Um, and then, the constant, what does practice look like? But then what are some other skills that you need to learn in order to really, really get there? And that's kind of how I've approached Hero Hangout every day, is like, what chasing a gold medal looks like. So now you have to take all those lessons that you learned over here. Don't leave them in athletics because you left athletics. Instead, bring them over here to corporate, and to this entrepreneur space, and get people on your team just as well as you got people on your team in athletics, and build that way, because you know what it takes to go from a hospital bed to a podium. So now you're trying to go from your desk to the world. Same thing.